This conference will now be recorded.
Everyone, welcome to SFDC Pathshala. So in previous session, we have seen about how we can create lightning component, how we can deploy lightning components in our Salesforce org, right? So now today we are going to see how we can create components and how we can add some input fields. कुछ छोटे छोटे input fields we are going to add it on our lightning web components. So for that, I think you all have already added this lightning studio on your Chrome extension. If not, you can add it, and once you have logged in inside Salesforce, you can go and click on that icon. We'll get the option of lightning studio. Open it. So now here we have, you can see multiple application that we have developed. Let's see, I want to create new lightning component, so I can click for create new component. Suppose here I can provide the name of the component. Let's take input details lightning web component. We are going to expose it. We are going to use it on our target page, app page, home page, maybe tab. We want to edit on record quick action. And once we have selected, we can go and deploy it. So deploy करने के बाद you can see here, यहाँ पे the code that your input detail lightning web component has been deployed to your org. जो भी आपका ये org है ना, जहाँ से ये lightning studio connected है, ये directly वहीं deploy हो जाता है. Now what we are going to do here, so guys, here we can write our code. So let's hi, this is my input lightning component. This is my input lightning component. Fine. And again, we have to use Control S and we can deploy it. We can deploy it. Once we have deployed, we can see this template will be available. We can go to the any object. Let's take, I can go for lead object. I can open lead object. Again, I can go there. So I'm repeating these steps again because I hope ये steps आपको याद हो जाए. So here we have that option. I can go and edit this page. Let's edit it. And once we can edit the page, we can go and add it here. Let me show you. So here we have what? Input details lightning. You can see that has been deployed to your org. It's very easy. Just you have to drag and drop here, drag and drop here, wherever you want to add it. So it's added. You can see the line. Now you have to save. Once you click on this save, it will ask for activation. So if it is saying for activation, you can go for activation. If it is not saying it, it means already it is activated. So no worry, I can go back and you can see that message, a single string message will be available on the UI. That is fine. That we have already seen in the last session. Now from here, if I want to add on my component some input fields, how it is possible? So for that, I have given you the library, that is lightning dash input. If you click on that, you will get the option. It's a Salesforce library that you can get it. And on that library, here we have all the codes. Now it's according to our requirement, we can go and add it. So I can take the input field. Suppose I want text input field, I can take it. I have the code. I can just copy this line. I can go there. I can add it here. Now, okay. If I want one more input, let's take, I want to go for another input also. Any type of input, I can take text. I can take date input also. So here we have the date input. I can take, here we have so many codes. I can take any of the dates. Let's take, I'm taking this date. Okay. And I can also add it here. If you want some more inputs, you can go and you can add it. See. Here we have date and time input, colors input, file input, email inputs. I can take this email input. Let's take, here we have. So I can copy this. It's an email type input. I can use it here. It's a the input, password input, telephone input, right? So I can take telephone input. Just you have to select the option, the code is already given. You just have to copy the code and use as it is. I can go there, I can edit here. Fine. Now I can change the label accordingly. I want this phone name, phone number, his email address. I can provide the label as date is, let's take date of birth. I can take DOB. I can provide your name. Right, so these are the label names we can change. Here we are changing the label name only. Label, label. If you want to add some more, something like some more input fields, you can add it. So I can take number, I can take checkbox, toggle search. Let's take, I want to take for checkbox. So here we have the checkbox now. So I can take two checkboxes. Fine, I can take the checkboxes. So yes, here we have the checkboxes. So yeah, just I have copied and pasted here. Now you can see these all are the inputs here. Once I click on this Control S, again it will ask for deploy option. Of course, let's go and deploy it. And once it is successfully deployed, it means now it is transferred to our org. I can go there, I can refresh the page now, and I can see what are the inputs fields available here. See, name that we have given, date of birth that we have given, email address that we have given, phone number. You can see phone number we cannot fill, it's a read only field. But don't worry, we'll do it. So here we have basic options, here we have basic options, right? Here we have two checkboxes that we have taken. If you scroll it down, here we have. So this is the UI that we have developed. Now what we are looking for, first thing what we're looking for, the phone name, we are not able to fit. It is already showing some default phone number. I want to change it, so I can go to the code and you can see here it is saying what read only. I don't want to go for read only. Now save it. Now deploy. See, make the changes in the UI. UI में कुछ changes करो, deploy करो, and then refresh your Salesforce after deployment. And then you can see कि आपके UI पे क्या changes effect होते हैं. Now you can see the changes here. Right, now the phone field also we can add it. Now the checkboxes I'm going to add, the label name is, let's take here we have either it's a male or it's a female gender, male or female, we can add it. Fine. Now I can go and Control S, deploy. These are the input fields that we have tried to develop it and we are able to develop it. But now we can see the inputs are developed, but what we are expecting, all these inputs will be available on a card. Obviously, but background card, you can see every input field is developed or created on a card. So exactly similar type of card I want to develop it. So definitely whatever the code we have, all this code, ये जितने भी code हैं, we are going to keep it on a just इसके ऊपर I can use your what? Lightning card. Once you have used the card here, I can provide the title of the card also. Let's take input details, or we can provide your personal details. Personal details. So we have given the personal details. Now inside that lightning card, we are going to keep all. So lightning card, you can see it starts from here and it ends here. In between that, we have all the information, all the input fields that we have added. Now I can go and save it, and you can see it is successfully now deployed. And once we have deployed, you can see here we have, I can go and refresh this page. Refresh karo. Refresh करने के बाद you can see here the changes. Now you can see your input fields whatever you have developed, your text box, your date function, your email address, your phone number, it's a male or female, so you can select it and then you can go for that. Now, except that input fields also, if you want to add buttons, so how we can add a buttons? If you don't know the code, don't worry. We have to go to library. We have to ask. हमें पूछना होगा library से I need a button code. So just search button. Once you have search button, you can see in lightning web component आपको ये option आ जाएगा button option. Click on that button and you can see यहाँ पे number of buttons has given. Which type of button you are looking for? It's a brand button, neutral button, destructive button, success button, right? So what we are going to do, suppose I'm looking for this brand button. So I can take first, second, third. So just copy this third code. First, second, third. It's a brand. So I can copy this line button. I can use it, go there. And even after that, I can provide some break. Break is for breaking the line. It's for a space. And I can copy this, copy. No, let me copy once again. Once again, I can go there. Let me, the brand will be, let's take here, we have that, you can say submit. Submit. If you want to create multiple buttons, just copy and paste once more. 1, 2. So that is submit. You can say that is, you can say it's a reset button. If you want cancel button, right? So I have created 3 buttons. Just copy and paste, and I have just changed that label of the button. Fine. Now what you can do, I can click on the save, deploy. Let's see what we can see now. Now I can go there. Let's refresh the UI. If you have refreshed the UI, you can see here the button is available, yes or no? Yes, your button is available. Submit, reset, cancel. Now let's suppose this cancel button you want to change a destructive red color button. आपको ये blue में दिख रहा होगा, but you want to add a red color button. So you can see for red color button we have a destructive. So variant we are going to change as only destructive. So you can see here, if you scroll it down, here we have the variant, and that variant we are going to use destructive. See, variant destructive. Just copy this destructive and go to your code. और जो भी आपका cancel button है उसके लिए that variant you want as a destructive. Just again deploy it. See, कितना easy है ये. Just make the changes and deploy it. And once you have deployed, go and refresh your page. See how your page look like. So here we have that button cancel. So here we have developed a complete UI, complete UI. Now what you're looking for, you are looking for that whatever you can see the text field starts from here and ends here, right? So what you're looking for, instead of so long field, you want to make it short. So in that case, we need the lightning design system. Lightning design system. We can go inside lightning design system and we have the option of margin, search for margin. If you search for margin, get the option, margin option, and here we have the margin location around. So you can take the margin, what margin you want to keep it. Let's take, I want to keep this margin something, this one, this margin. See, this is the margin. This is the margin you are saying. So I'm just going to use this around medium. I can copy this margin, and whatever the code we are writing here, we are going to keep all that input fields in this margin. So I can add it here, and this div section we are going to close it just here. Okay, now let's see what we are getting on the UI. Let's first deploy it. Deploy करते हैं. Deploy करने के बाद what we can go and just refresh your UI. Let's see now what you are getting. Now see, now see, it says spaces. यहाँ से भी कुछ margin आ गया, इस side से भी कुछ margin आ गया, ऊपर से भी margin, and here we have the word margin also. Okay, so here we have this margin. Now what we're looking for then, suppose if you want to make it small, this input field को small करना है, so in that case what we are going to use, we are going to use sizing. Sizing, sizing, sizing. Once you use the sizing, which type of size you want, 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, so I can click on these 3 columns, this size I'm looking for. So yes, here we have the code, here we have the code size SLDS 1 of 3. So that 1 of 3 code I am going to copy this, and that 1 of 3 of code I am going to use it here. Okay, so I can go and use one more div section, and I can use it. And one more div section close, we also have to use it. Okay, let's see. जो मैंने दूसरा div section ऐड किया है जिसमें मैंने दिया है size 1 of 3, तो मेरे inputs का how it looks. So let's go and deploy it. Okay, and once we have deployed, we can go and just refresh this page. See now the size, now the size you have made it. So this is how we can create a UI. We can practice of developing a UI first. Okay, thanks. We'll meet in the next topic in next video, and we'll see how this UI is going to work. Thank you.